What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another video at Wicked Garage. Today we are working on a Lowboy. This is going to be a multi-day process, so I'm going to take you through this and you can see what I do to repair some of the issues. So before I get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video if you like this content, and comment what you think on the repair. Let's get into it, guys. So this is a 1995 Talbert 35-ton Lowboy. We have some repairs that we have to do, mainly in a DOT perspective. Any rust, especially something like this, you know, it's a big red flag for them. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut this entire ramp off, make sure everything is good, and pretty much redo and rebuild this entire piece on both sides. Fortunately, both sides are like this. This is where most of the spray comes, so it looks like everything just sat there and rotted. The other side's a lot worse, but instead of trying to, like, you know, cut out here and there and replace this and keep this up here, we're just gonna cut this out, redo it, make our lives easier. It's just a pain to try and build off of something that's rusted, and we're not picking the actual floor up out of the way, so we got to rebuild all this down below as well. We're also going to be plating the side of the frame and everything, just to you know, sort of tidy that all up. So we'll needle scale that out and make sure everything is good, and then we're going to put some plates just to cover up this area, make a nice little, you know, sort of design to cover that up so it looks sort of, you know, better than just throwing a plate on and that's it. We're going to bend this back down, get that all looking nice, and then we're going to plate this as well as this side, bend that down. We're going to be doing the same plate that we're doing on the other side right here. And then we're going to be fixing this one as well. Like I said, taking off all that, rebuilding that. And then we'll probably go around and do some, you know, patch jobs here and there, wherever there's holes in it. Since this is the main frame, we want it to look as pretty as possible and have no rust holes. And then obviously you can see we're missing the outrigger pieces and then the front ramps, but he's going to come back for that. This is mainly going to load loaders and such, so it's not too worrisome about not having ramps. But you can see right here we got some rust through there, so we're going to cut this all out, redo that, and then go and do it on the other side as well. This side's a lot worse. You can sort of see it's a lot more rotted away. So when we cut that out, we're actually going to expose the frame. We might end up, you know, plating the frame up a little bit just to, you know, add some safety to it and make sure everything's good. But other than that, that's pretty much what we're doing with this trailer for now. All right, guys, I just finished up for the day. I got this whole section out, as you can see, was like that. And as I tore into it, I just ended up going further and further.
You can see part of the frame is actually cut going down. That's no big deal. We're going to replate this and then go down there and replate that, as well as pick up on here, replate, go around this, make it a little wider, just to give it some room. So I might just take a piece and go in a width so that when he does the boards again, he doesn't have to do like a weird section or something like that. But we'll do that, and then we'll come over here. We'll actually make a piece that goes and fits inside this and sort of carry all this area right here. So I probably will just like end right there, and we'll put that back on after we clean that off. We'll probably plate the bottom of this and then weld it in the bottom, weld it in the top down there and everything, plug weld it, and then we'll put in the channel. I think I'm going to end up doing channel because they only had 3/16 bent piece going around. So I'm going to do a channel over here, 8-inch going across, and then probably do another 8-inch going right here. And then that way we can pick up all that. It doesn't hold anything. I don't know why they had that box sort of held. There's probably about 3 or 4 inches of just muck and rust and everything that fell off and whatever went in there from it being open like that. So we're just going to eliminate that altogether, having any issues like that, and just make it an open beam system. So I figured 2 8-inch channels, more than sufficient on this. It'll carry the load, pick up this area, and then once everything's together, you know, this is all welded solid, pulled together. We got the step back up here, or the ramp. Everything will be good. So other than that, that's where we got today. Still have to clean up, obviously, all this area. It's a lot of work when you do this, because as you go, it's already welded, and the way they weld it is that's welded, then they weld that in, then they weld this over it, then they weld that over it. So it's sort of like a game. You have to cut, take away, cut, take away, cut, take away. So it's sort of a pain, but I did write down the measurement. Obviously, since there's no support here, it could have sprung out, could have sprung in. So we'll get that where it needs to be, and that way it's good. And then, like I said, we're just gonna do some plates on the inside and pretty much pick up, you know, all new steel and make sure this is as sturdy as possible. We'll probably do the channel going sitting right down on the bottom of the I-beams and weld them right underneath, right to the I-beam, and just get everything so that it's good. But that's my plan. It might change. You might see something different, but that's where we're at the first day, on day 1.